I'm going to pick up right where you started talking.
Of course.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I am the Athletic Geek. Joined as always, or more often than not,
That one.
by Jedi Jason Kruger. Got us a big show this week. It's Royal Rumble prediction show.
Woo.
And we're going to give our predictions and, leave it open for the giveaway that will be posted on my social medias. We'll also go over the NXT and AEW results. But if you've never seen this show before, this is Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. Jedi and I love wrestling. We love chatting wrestling with other passionate wrestling fans just like all of you out there. And I'm getting a weird message on YouTube. Hold on. Take the lead on this one, Jedi.
All right. So we've been watching wrestling together for over 15 years now, I'd say, and but we're not insiders or in the business. We're not wrestlers. We don't work in the back. We've never worked in the wrestling business, so we don't use insider terms here. We use
Our
terms that
opinions are
everybody
just
can
like
understand.
all of yours.
Exactly.
Because we're
your
not
hosts.
wrestlers, we're not insiders. Oh, we are
Have a
just two
newsletter.
marks.
Yeah.
And even then. And the weird message has been removed from YouTube.
Hooray. All right.
Are we live?
As far as I know, we are. Let's see. I will close this and open it again because I wasn't getting a video. Yeah, looks like
All
it.
right, we're live. Cool.
Looks like it. Looks like
All right, well, let's just jump right on into NXT.
All right. NXT.
Next.
Next. Red and gold. All right, so NXT looks like we're still doing the Dusty Rhodes Classic because I think the Worlds Collide event is happening tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the TakeOver, they have Worlds Collide,
Mhm. So,
Go.
which is a lot of
for
NXT
this
versus
one.
NXT UK kind of stuff. But
We got Chatter. SCU! SCU's here.
Grizzled Young Veterans fought the Undisputed Era, basically. And the Grizzled Young Veterans won
I was shocked.
because apparently the Imperium and
Well,
Undisputed
we
Era,
won't be talking about Dark on the show, so we won't spoil that for you, Eric.
Imperium and the Undisputed Era are apparently having a 8-man tag at Worlds Collide. So
That's cool.
they wanted to screw.
They're really
with,
making
They wanted to.
they're really
screw
making
with
Worlds Collide seem important.
Mm-hmm.
Because I figured they were going to hold on to this for TakeOver, but nope. So good for them, I guess.
That's probably the biggest match, that and like the women's title match on there. I looked at the card and it was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
it's-
I guess we got to address the elephant in the room. It's no longer the women's title. It is also the NXT title.
What's that?
The NXT women's title is no longer called the NXT women's title. It's called the NXT title.
Oh,
You know what the men's title is called?
the NXT men's title?
The NXT title.
Oh, okay. So they're just both the NXT title. I see.
That's
I see.
stupid.
I see.
Look, I mean, don't accuse me of anything here. But just there's a reason why one is called. The only thing I could have understood is you call one the men's title. Put men's on it instead of taking away women's from the women's title. Add
Right.
men's to the men's title.
Right.
Because now it's going to be like NXT title. I get it. Like when you say who's in it, common sense takes over. But it's like you don't say that a WNBA team was the NBA champions.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of like having the cruiserweight division, the women's division. So it's the women's title of the cruiserweight division. It'd be weird if there's like, because NXT basically absorbed the cruiserweight title, the NXT cruiserweight title, and they're just like, that's the NXT title.
I didn't watch it. I never
That's
watched
the NXT title.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I never watch NXT live because I have a means of watching it after the fact. I don't have a means of watching AEW after the fact, so AEW will always get the nod just because One's on Hulu and
I
one
was
is
gonna
not.
say. I mean, yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
But yeah, it's still a pretty decent match, you know.
Yeah. So the NXT UK guys are advancing to the finals, I believe. Right?
hmm Even though it's still not, I still don't feel like that's like the. It's good in the sense that it makes NXT UK seem more like a big deal,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine. But you know, in the middle of this war, maybe not the best call because probably don't know.
It helps.
The audience doesn't really know. I'm talking about going forward.
Oh.
You know, I mean, I'm all for doing good stuff with the NXT UK brand,
Mm-hmm.
but eventually, you know, it's just kind of like, you know, I just don't think it's the super duper right call when you're directly in competition with AEW.
I got you. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Io Shirai fought Toni Storm. I think that match was basically scrapped, and it was a big fight with Bianca and Rhea and all that. Just yeah, building towards that Rhea versus Toni Storm match, which was good before, so it should be good again. It'll be a little
We
interesting
think
now.
that
It'll be
it could be Shinsuke versus
true.
AJ.
That's true. That's true. It'll be interesting now because they're both good guys. Last time Rhea was the clear villain, and this time they're both good guys. So it'll be interesting to see. I guess be a different dynamic. Finn
Has the
Balor.
full card been announced yet? We're not sure, but our logic is by the time we get done talking about AEW and NXT, SmackDown should be finished with a full card announced. So by the time we get to our Royal Rumble predictions part at the end of the show, a full card should be announced.
Yeah. As of now, Wikipedia has 8 matches on there. And I'm gonna be surprised if there's much more than that. But we'll
Especially
see.
with 2 Royal Rumble matches.
Exactly.
Even with all the leeway in that time, still
already basically looking at a 4-hour card. So, if you're lucky. Finn Balor versus Jokin Wild. I don't know much about Jokin Wild.
I wasn't.
Zima Young, DJZ.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, like, I've seen him before. I just,
Mhm.
I thought this match would be better. I guess. I mean, maybe it wasn't the point of the match. But, yeah, DJZ, you know, I've seen, he was a mainstay at Glory Pro. Like, he was a lot of the Glory Pro shows I went to, but, I don't know, just, I know what Finn's capable of, I know what DJZ is capable of, so maybe, you know,
Right.
didn't meet expectations in that respect.
Fair enough. But Balor won that handily. Shayna Baszler fought Shotzi Blackheart in a revenge match for getting dumped out of the Battle Royal last week,
Mhm.
yes.
Eh.
And in the end she choked her out because she's Baszler and that's what she does. The Broserweights versus Marcel Barthel and Fabian Eichner of the Imperium.
No, I mean,
The Broserweights got the win.
now how long are they going to run with the Broserweights? That's the problem, isn't
I
it?
don't know.
Like, here's this big tag team championship tournament,
Mm-hmm.
and for 2 years running, the finals has been a thrown together tag team has been in the finals. Now, Aleister Black and Ricochet, you know,
They lost.
they lost, and they were at WrestleMania. So I mean, from a part of a sense, like it makes sense, but still, it's like, you know, at least,
No,
and
I
we'll
get
get to
it,
this
yeah.
on AEW. At least Hangman and Kenny were in the Elite together. They teamed in New Japan together.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh,
Right, they're not brand new.
this is the WWE logic of 2 good single stars can beat any tag team.
Right.
You know?
Which they've only not done a handful of times. You always
Yeah.
appreciate when they do.
Yeah, how many random thrown together singles guys have been tag team champions for like a
Mhm.
week?
Right. Too many.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it shouldn't be done as often as WWE does it. And we're seeing that here in the pristine area of the NXT. So that just lets us
Not
know.
to mention Raw.
Isn't on Raw? You know, the Rock got a
We
couple
get
of
Jacob and Razor when we can,
Put
put
him
the
on-
belts on Rollins and Murphy. Who've
Now
never
I like
seen
both
before.
guys, but still, yeah.
I am happy for Murphy because I never thought he'd even
Yeah.
get that far, to be honest with you. But yeah, that was your news for Raw.
I've heard both Eric, and as we say, we're not insiders, so I couldn't tell you a definitive answer on that one. But I think it just shows that even like in the pristine NXT brand, you're still gonna have that WWE influence that's not always as good,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And we're seeing that with the Dusty Tag Classic.
Right.
You know, all these years, there's been some thrown together team that makes it to the finals. Do they win? No, not necessarily, but
Yeah, but they're
they
in
make
finals.
it
Right.
more than they make it before two legitimate tag teams do.
So let's talk about that main event. It was Roderick Strong versus Keith Lee for the North American Championship.
Oh, this match was awesome. Keith Lee is the fucking man. If Keith Lee won the Rumble, I'd mark out, but I still wouldn't be surprised because of how fucking good he is, and how he is just broke out of the pack in the WWE so incredibly. He is without question, the MVP of NXT since they have gone live on primetime
Right.
on TV.
Gotcha.
And he is the North American, and that also still goes to that tension with Cole under Roderick Strong with the Undisputed Era. So it serves a lot of masters.
Yep. So that's how we close the show with Mr. Lee as the North American Champion.
All right.
Let's talk about a cruise. I mean, we won't really talk about the cruise, but how cool is it they got to do
They
that?
got it, and next year's gonna be live on the cruise.
That's
So
gonna be crazy. I was listening to one of the things, and they said that they didn't since they taped it, they were worried about getting physical copies of the tape back to the United States. They actually flew 2 different planes with the tapes just in case one didn't make it in time back to the States.
yeah, I remember seeing memes about Vince with a missile launch.
Yeah. All right, so we kicked off with the AEW Tag Team Championship match where Hangman Page and Kenny Omega were fighting SCU, Kazarian and Sky specifically. And
We have new tag team champions.
The first title change.
The first title change in AEW history. Hangman and Kenny Omega win the AEW tag team titles, but that's not the story. The story is there's still tension with Hangman and the rest of the Elite.
Mm-hmm.
Hangman still feels like he's not really getting his due. Still feels like he's overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
Still feels he's not the most respected member of the Elite.
Right.
And this gets played upon, it started getting played upon how him and Kenny were celebrating, and then here comes the Young Bucks, and he feels the Young Bucks kind of impeding on his moment. So he decides to go drink a fan's beer in the crowd and go do some cowboy shit instead.
That's right. Cowboy shit on a boat.
But some more stuff happens, and we'll get to that later on in the review.
Okay, so I heard about
Oh dear! Here we go!
Britt Baker versus Priscilla Kelly.
The match was okay.
All
It
right.
was okay. It accomplished, Britt looked like a big deal, and that's what they're going for.
Okay, fair
It was after the match.
Yeah,
with
that's what I
a
heard
villainous
about.
turn of Britt Baker trying to claim, she's kind of doing the whole, I'm a villain, but I don't, she's a villain, but she doesn't know she's a villain kind of thing. And, Tony Schiavone goes to interview her, and she's kind of like, I'm a role model, and, we love you, Tony, because, before this you were a barista, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
He was a barista because he said he got health insurance through the, being a barista. But still, he was, and then you actually see Tony mouth and then she just keeps going, and Britt Baker does not have a lot of charisma. She is not her boyfriend. And before anybody starts calling me all bunch of names, I'm sorry, but maybe the boyfriend is a better wrestler in this situation. It's not like Becky and Seth. It's or maybe, just maybe, Adam Cole's a little better than his fiance girlfriend or whatever it is here. And JR's like going, yep, we've had enough of this. Yep, it's done, you know. So,
I mean,
yeah.
hot take, Rusev is a better wrestler than Lana. I mean,
yeah.
It
But
happens.
it's just, it became uncomfortable. Like, it was starting to get like,
Yeah.
this isn't very good. JR kind of
It sounded
putting
bad. I wanted to find it, but I couldn't find it on YouTube. I just wanted to find the clip of it, but nobody actually.
like JR like kind of put the shit icing on this, you know, confusing cake,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just, yeah. I just don't get the hype in Britt Baker anymore. Like, she was good at All In, you know, and I kind of bought, but like, I just don't. You know, I'm not taking anything away from how awesome it is that she was able to, you know, become a wrestler while trying to become a dentist, keep her dental practice up while still wrestling. Like all of that is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But she's just not as spectacular as AEW and Britt Baker fans would have you to believe.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
that's my opinion. I'm not. Yeah, I mean, they're really trying to make Britt like kind of the face of the division because Kylie Ray quit.
Right.
Straight up, like I wonder how.
I mean,
I'm not saying that Kylie could have saved the division, but I kind of feel like you'd at least have like the solid wrestler with a lot of good charisma.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it would be in a better place if she, for whatever reason, she decided that AEW wasn't for her.
Yeah. They need characters, and the Nightmare Collective's not doing it. Like, they need
It's a
actual
terrible
characters. Yeah.
You know, Nyla Rose's character is
Angry
and a monster. And Rio's character is she's the plucky underdog that's going to give you 110%, but she's really good, though.
Yeah.
She's only an underdog because of her size.
And it's a little... she can't sell herself more than being
Yeah,
the
I'm with you
underdog.
there.
She can't sell herself because she don't speak a lick of English, so...
Sounds like you're having trouble, too.
No, I know, right? I mean, what? How do you English? How do you English? But
English. That's
but
kind of
that does make it difficult when there's no mouthpiece and she can't really, you know, they can do one of those. Well, here's the translation things, but you know,
right.
I mean, it doesn't work for in-ring very well. So, and I'm a Riho fan. I'm just pointing out.
Oh, yeah, I love Riho. All the people hating on Rio for how bad the women's division is,
right?
Can like seriously kiss the best part of my ass.
I guess that's what happens when you are the champion, though. Like, if the whole division, like, I mean, I guess that makes sense. You should be the one.
I do get the frustration that everybody thought this was going to be such a great women's division. It hasn't delivered, but. It's also, you know, or at least their competition is, you know, direct competition.
Good golly, destroying
so much better.
Yeah, I mean.
But on the flip side of things, their direct competition also has a completely trash tag division.
Yes.
Great talent, but not just the way it's written and the way it's put together is not that good. Yep. And then AEW has a significantly better tag division, even with the champions they have now that everybody, you know, decides to get on their little hipster train and bitch about.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. Man, get praised by your because these guys were part of the same fucking team, you stupid fucking morons.
Yeah, it's part of the story. Pay attention to the story.
No, you don't want fucking story. You say like, I read my fucking Ring of Honor type wrestling from 2006, and I'm not getting it, so I want to get out of business.
Let's face it, the Lucha Brothers aren't the tag champions, so a lot of people are mad.
Pretty much.
Jurassic, or maybe the Jurassic Express, just because everybody loves Luchasaurus, but Jurassic Express versus the Inner Circle. The six-man tag. It's kind of cool.
Cool little match.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
More that Jurassic Express just isn't going to leave Jericho alone. They're there. They know. You know. And it's 2020 now, not 2019. Maybe a dinosaur can get a shot. The lexicon
Maybe.
was for 2019.
That's true.
So, I'm just saying. Anyway, but Jericho and Santana and Ortiz managed to succeed thanks to Mr. Hager and Skills. Joey Janela versus MJF. MJF won, as he should.
I do not like Joey.
And then him and Cody.
He's not terrible. I'm just not like I'm really not into Joey Janela. Like I just really do not care for Joey Janela. Nice guy, love wrestling. God bless him. I do not like Joey
Props to the man
Janela.
for putting himself through so much, but just
But you know he wouldn't have put himself through so much. He either shouldn't be putting himself through as much as often as he is,
Mhm.
or he, should maybe get better at other things so he doesn't have to.
Right.
I'm not a Joey Janela fan in the slightest.
And then MJF got thrown in the pool because Cody has friends. Just because Cody
Yeah.
can't touch MJF doesn't mean the Young Bucks.
I did
can't
enjoy
touch
this.
MJF.
Anytime you have a pool around a wrestling ring on some
I
kind of
mean-
island, like there was the spring breakout with WCW. Everybody was going to a pool eventually. And finally something bad happened to MJF, which you
Right.
needed You needed that.
Yeah.
You know,
You can't always-
MJF was. You can't always have the slimy bad guy always come out on top.
Mhm.
He needs to kind of get some kind of humbling every now and again.
Now he has something to piss and moan about.
Yeah, something to piss and moan about. And now he has something that he can use when it's his turn again, like with those 10 lashes that seem to be in Cody's future.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
there you go.
We were just talking about Joey Janela and how maybe he relies too much on hardcore because of lack of other skills.
Well,
But-
we're forgetting
And then-
an interview here.
Oh, are we? Oh.
There's an
The
interview
coach-
with, Tony Schiavone is interviewing the new AEW Tag Team Champions.
Oh, okay.
And the whole
Sorry,
time,
that's
instead
not
of
my
talking
list.
to, he's talking to Kenny Omega about Pac, and he kind of maybe unintentionally cuts off Hangman during Hangman's stuff, and Hangman's still feeling like the
Yeah.
less than the rest of the elite, even though he's just won a title.
Mhm.
He's part of the
Yeah.
one of the first members of the elite to win a title.
Right.
And then the Young Bucks come
Yeah.
in, they're doing congratulatory things, and, and Hangman's still frustrated, goes, hey, I won these before you did. So, there's a blow-off coming with Hangman. It's like the MGF. You don't know when, you don't know where.
Yep.
You want to see how it gets there, but it's going to
Right.
happen. And
MJF's was well done. I'll just say that.
MJF is well done. It was like Cody in New Japan. Now it's Hangman. The difference is like which direction they go. Is he gonna just have some matches against them? Is he gonna join the Dark Order? Is he gonna join the Inner Circle? Like there's so many different paths. Is he just gonna is he gonna go bad for just a few months to have some matches? Is he gonna eventually win a big match and then be able to say shit's cool now? Is he
Right.
going to leave the elite completely and join a different faction? You don't know where it's going to go, which is why I think it's good. It's good storytelling. So, yeah.
Speaking
then-
of people who like hardcore stuff but don't need it to get by, John Moxley
Yay!
versus Pac.
Yep. It's a really good match. Number one contenders match for the AEW World Championship. And Moxley won.
He did.
So it's looking like a
Despite all
revolution.
the,
I'm going to see John Moxley versus Chris Jericho for the AEW title.
I believe you are correct.
And I think that's a good call. I know a lot of people are complaining about former WWE guys getting title shots, but they're over,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever it is you want to call them
The
here.
story.
The
story
story's
is there.
The story's good. And also,
It's a good.
if John Moxley were losing to Kenny Omega and Hangman Page you know, just as many people who are complaining about, put more belts in WWE, guys be going like, how do you like that, Dean Ambrose? You leave your friends in the WWE to go deal with more politics and lose to the EVPs. LOL, you suck, WWE forever.
Basically the same thing the NJPW people are saying about Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
You know, well, he went to AEW, now he just loses all the time. Which is funny because now he's tag champion. But, you know, sure.
Jedi, when you don't want to like something, you will find any reason not to like it. It can give you everything you want, but you'll find a reason why it's still not good.
This is true.
Yeah. Like I said, it's the equivalent of the people that went to watch Batman vs. Superman with Marvel shirts on, their arms folded, going, I can't wait to go home, trash this movie. It's like, okay, you've already decided that you don't like me.
Right.
So, fuck you.
Some of us just died on the inside a little bit when Martha became a thing, but
unpopular,
that's neither here nor there.
Unpopular opinion. I thought that was cool.
No, fair enough. I was a little upset. I knew that that's what they were like when they did it. I was like, oh, that's the payoff from the thing. I didn't like it. But it was just like I saw where anyway.
I didn't think it was a bad idea.
That's fine. That's fine.
It was getting heavy. Well, Jericho's 50 years old.
But I'm a DC fan through and through, so I want to like their stuff. Sometimes I get upset.
It just needs.
I like Shazam.
Shazam's awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, all things geek culture here.
Shazam was the better Captain Marvel movie.
Oh snap! I love how those were released in the same month. It made me laugh so hard.
Well, one was a good movie.
Yeah.
One was complete trash.
It's like my brother.
One was complete trash for the hype it was given and the praise it was given.
Yeah.
I hate Captain Marvel.
It was very.
I hate that character, and the movie was average at best. When I told it was the most life-changing of things.
It was very Netflix.
It was very.
Like I told my wife, I would not have went and saw that in theaters, except I thought it was going to have a big impact on Endgame that came out the month.
And it had nothing. It delivered really nothing, but just.
It really didn't.
Here's an average actress portraying an average character whose fans say Superman's overpowered, yet praise this character. Fickle. I'm gonna be Daniel.
I do
fickle.
Love how they used the character though, since she was so overpowered in the movie. I mean, the whole I gotta go police the universe and then show up at the. You know what? Game's been out long enough. You have Disney Plus. Don't yell at me if I'm giving you spoilers.
Indeed.
Anyway. So, yes, Moxley beat Pac.
Which movie, Eric? Which one? We talked about several. Moxley beat Pac, Mox and Jericho. Let's get to what everybody... I mean, SmackDown is over now.
SmackDown is over.
Let's get to what everybody is here to say. First of all, I need to probably... I'm going to clarify... I'm going to clarify all the rules of the giveaway. Number 1, you must publicly enter on one of my social media pages. Twitter, in response to tweet at the, in response to this, the official tweet. Instagram, comment on the picture of the card. Facebook, comment on the picture card. You have to put your predictions publicly. You cannot DM them. You cannot put them in anything where nobody else can see it, or else you will not be entered, because therefore you will not be public and people can think I'm rigging the contest for you, and I don't want people to think that I'm rigging contests for people. Number 2, you're picking the card. That's all you're doing. Picking the card. The only little change is in every title match, you must pick whether or not the title will change hands. For example, you could pick Asuka as the winner against Becky Lynch, but you could say the title doesn't switch hands, so that way if Asuka wins by DQ, you get 2 points, whereas somebody who says Asuka wins new champion, they get 1 point. You get a point for every correct prediction that you have on the card. The person with the most points will win the grand prize. If there's a tie, we will subsequently make draws to go from there next week on the show. Again, you can't comment in the comment section below. You have to go to my Facebook page, Instagram, or Twitter to enter. And yeah, good luck to everyone, because the grand prize is huge.
Yeah.
Marty Scurll autograph. Mystery little trinket. T-shirt. DVD. 2 action figures. 2 comic books. It's a big prize bag. Second prize, 2 action figures, 2 comic books. Third prize, action figure and a comic book. Anybody who can guess in their predictions the men's and the women's Royal Rumble winner correctly, regardless of how they pick the rest of the card, they get a free comic book. So without any further ado, no, the grand prize is not a bottle of bubbly because it's all gone. It's all gone. The bubbly is gone.
Right?
Ray, good to see you.
All right, let's do this thing. Card subject to change. More things.
Well. Has anything been added?
Not since I updated Wikipedia.
Anything?
Hold on, let me.
Yeah, let's get some SmackDown results. I went through the rules. Give it a little more.
Royal Rumble.
There's.
Yeah, I didn't see anything.
I'm just gonna kind of scroll through real quick.
Our one thing that I haven't seen announced that we were debating on was whether or not Strowman would be facing Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship. Also, it's entirely possible they could just throw a Cruiserweight title match into the pre-show because Cruiserweight title matches exist in the pre-show. Although maybe not, because they're actually going to be wrestling in a 4-way for it the night before on the Worlds Collide NXT event.
That's true.
Maybe not.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. I imagine some of those people are going to be pulling double duty.
You want third place? You just want one comic and one figure, right? You get 2 comics and 2 figures if you win second and first place, and then first place you get a bunch of other goodies.
Yeah, shoot for the stars. I mean, be happy if you win third place, but go for the first. Go for the gold.
Yeah.
Do it. All right.
Do it.
So we got 8 matches, and quite frankly, that's enough for this event. But
8 is enough.
8 is enough. All right. A singles match for the United States Championship as the champion Andrade defends against Humberto Carrillo.
I'm going Andrade.
Oh, I'm going Andrade too.
Too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Too soon from the Lives title.
Mm-hmm.
My opinion.
Yep. There's a Zelina Vega. It'll be okay. He will get close, I'm sure. Bayley versus Lacey Evans for the
Lacey Evans is now a full-blown heroine, and
yes.
I mean,
she talked about her dad dying and her daughter. Yeah, she's full-blown. I mean,
even though she's still not very good at the wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm going Bayley. It's again too soon.
Yep.
Way too soon.
I agree. Gotta have that last minute. Oh, that dirty Bayley she pulled out of, whatever. Mm-hmm. Actually.
Who are you thinking?
I'm thinking Bayley's gonna walk out and take the count out loss.
Ooh, are you going? Are you going winner Lacey Evans?
Mm-hmm.
But the title does not switch hands?
Correct.
This is an example of what to do when you give the predictions.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So he's saying you're saying Bayley. You're saying Lacey wins, but Bayley retains. Exactly. I'm saying Bayley wins outright in a dirty way.
Yep. And retains. Yep. So the convenient thing is that that's my legit thought on it, and it works as an example in case anybody was wondering. All right. Sorry, I groan a little on the inside when I say Shorty G. I may just say Chad Gable.
Chris Gable!
Shorty G versus Sheamus. I guess we'll
Sheamus.
Just go with it. Ooh, Sheamus. I am actually going to go with Shorty G on this one.
Sheamus just made his return, and obviously with a name like Shorty G, they see nothing in Chad Gable other than you can go out there and have a good match with anyone and then lose to one of our big guys. Go out there and be short and lose to the big guy. Be the little short bitch you are and help make them look better. I'm going with Sheamus, fella.
I think you're totally right. I'm clinging to some insane hope, apparently.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I know.
You
although I bet we're going to agree on this one. Roman Reigns versus King Corbin in a Falls Count Anywhere match. These two are both in the Royal Rumble as well. as of now?
Roman Reigns,
Roman
because
Reigns.
let's end this fucking bullshit of a program. Just stop. Stop.
Falls count anywhere.
It's bad. It's a
Stipulation
stupid
makes
idea
me
from bad
nervous.
creative.
Yes. The only thing that makes me nervous is it's falls count anywhere, so shenanigans. But I just want Roman.
I don't
I think
care.
Roman has to win so we can move on.
I don't care. I don't.
You know what? If Corbin has to win so we can move on, fine. But just whoever has to win so we can move on. Whoever. has
I'm
to
gonna
win.
I'm gonna somewhat quote R-Truth when it comes to this whole program, this match, everything. You know what I give? No fucks, 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 no fucks. Not gonna get with this, but not gonna get with that.
Nice. If you don't get that, well, sad for you.
If you don't get that, there's one thing I have to say: give no fucks, no fucks.
So Roman Reigns, definitely.
That's my white guy rap in there, folks.
Here's an interesting one. I think we know where it's going, but still, interesting one. Raw Women's Championship, Becky Lynch versus Asuka.
This is a toughie, but I think that I am going to go Becky winning outright and retaining her title. She slays that demon, carries her belt into WrestleMania so she can at least get a year-long run. You know, she was only Becky 2 belts for a month, but she was the other belt that she won from Rousey at least gets to carry a year. Or at least WrestleMania. I don't think it's going to be a year. 365 days exactly to WrestleMania.
It's close enough. I mean, close enough. I agree. I think Becky Lynch has to beat Asuka here. That's just the way the story is unfolding. It's the one thing.
Yeah.
That one hiccup, before we go into the big
Well, and there's
WrestleMania
nothing,
story.
like if they do what they did last year, it's just Becky is still, for better or worse, the best women's wrestler on the roster. So you need to roll with that.
Yep. This exists. The Fiend Bray Wyatt versus Daniel Bryan in a strap match for the WWE Universal Championship.
The Fiend.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Fiend, isn't it? It's gonna have to be the Fiend. It's just,
It
he's
could
gonna go
be
into
a good
WrestleMania.
match.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see when you got two talented individuals like that. Granted, their best matches were when they weren't doing weird stuff, but I'm interested to see how a strap match could work out. It might be, if it's as good as the Savio Vega Steve Austin strap match from '96, then they've done their job well.
Right.
We'll just have to see.
It'll be interesting to see. It will either be good or it may be a car crash. I don't know. Alright, so that is all of the non-Rumble matches. We have a 30-woman Royal Rumble match.
Well, Eric, my advice for you is when you officially enter the contest, put no contest on the Corbin versus Roman match, and then use that pick for the Royal Rumble match. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. Trying to get you some free swag there, buddy. Go on.
Okay. I was reading the comments real quick. Okay. Women's Royal Rumble match. 30-woman Royal Rumble match. Obviously, the winner gets a shot at a women's championship at WrestleMania. More than likely.
Or are they going to call those WWE championships too?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, probably. I'm just reading the Wikipedia page. Who knows what's on the actual WWE site? Which will probably be Becky. I mean, it could be Bayley, but let's face it. So, you want me to go first on
Yeah,
this?
you go first. I'm interested to see what you're thinking.
With the state of the women's division right now, at this particular moment in time, I feel like now is the time for Ronda Rousey to make a return, win the thing,
I agree
and
with
face
you.
Becky.
I agree with you.
I can't see any other story that screams money at me like that. So
Ronda Rousey, because you can bring up the whole my shoulder was up, the bring up the controversial finish, bring up,
That's Flair was in it too, so
you know there's nobody else in this match. It's just you and me now. Let's give the match that let's make it what it should have been all along.
Right.
Yeah. I agree. Ronda Rousey, my pick for the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the Men's Royal Rumble match. Same thing. They get a shot at one of the World Championships, either the Brock Lesnar title or the Fiend title. And Brock Lesnar is in the Royal Rumble at number 1.
Yep.
Which would be, yeah.
So if he wins, he gets he's going to challenge the Fiend.
I figured it'd be like the G1 where he just gets to pick his challenger. But
see, I would rather them. I'd rather Baszler make her main roster debut after WrestleMania. At this point, and then I'd even go so far as to have Rousey win, have her do one more match with Becky at WrestleMania. Then on the Raw after WrestleMania, Baszler comes out, takes the title from Becky. I'd be okay with that. Like that's how I would do it. But as far as Men's Royal Rumble, I'm going Roman Reigns. You know, I mean, even though I got nothing for the character, man is a warrior, but I got nothing for the character. I could not care less about him. There's still a story there. They're still insistent upon him being the face of the company.
Mm-hmm.
So why not have him win, and then you can either have him go after the Fiend, or finally beat Brock Lesnar for the title.
Oh, jeez.
WrestleMania again. Here we go.
I don't think it'll be that.
I don't think it would be, but you know they've been stubborn on shit for so long. It's gonna be like, hey, maybe now with everything Roman's been through, they'll actually root for him, or they could chant "fuck this match" like they did 2 years ago.
Right.
But
yeah.
I'm thinking Roman kind of leads the whole, like, where you don't know, is he going to go after Brock and get that big win against Brock at WrestleMania, or is he going to go after the Fiend and go after, and
right.
start what they're building up as pure good versus pure evil.
Mm-hmm.
So from a creative standpoint, there's multiple ways you can go. Just I don't much care for the
plus Roman Reigns,
the character that you're being creative with.
From an argument of story standpoint, I mean, Roman Reigns is one of only, I'm going to check my numbers here, 2 people. I think I'm correct on this. I stand to be corrected. It may be 3. I think Roman Reigns is one of only 2 people to ever defeat The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So he already has a leg up from most of the other people on taking on The Fiend, who has thus far been shown to be indestructible.
I said Roman face now that I have it. Yeah, I'm a little more okay with it now that I do have an alternative, but I still don't like seeing somebody who, in my opinion, is not good enough, not a relatable character, not a good enough character to carry that load when there's plenty of people who are more worthy of that. At least the chance to here you go, here's your shot.
Right.
But one of them's been sent back down to developmental, and 2 of them are firmly planted in the middle of the card where they're not going to be the face of the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what can you do?
Right.
Go on.
So, yeah, I'm going to have to go with Roman, and he's probably going to go after The Fiend because the story is there. It makes sense at this point in time to me to do that. As much as I agree with you, Roman doesn't really do it for me. I see the story that they're, I see the story writing itself, and it's like, yeah, that's not bad. That'll work. So,
you going Roman as well?
I'm gonna have to, as much as I want to go all dark horse and pick Drew McIntyre
or Kofi Kingston.
I could pick Kofi Kingston. I kind of think.
I would like it. Happen. What I would like to happen if you're gonna insist on doing Roman Reigns, I would have Kofi eliminate Lesnar.
Yeah.
So that way he can have the chance for some revenge at WrestleMania.
Yep. That'd be pretty cool. I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, McIntyre has just quietly been like a force. It'd be kind of nice to just all of a sudden right up to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't. seeing as who the champions are right now, I just don't see it. I mean, maybe, and then he'd fight Lesnar, hopefully, because it'd be a disaster to have him fight The Fiend at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But, nah. It's
The thing
probably
is,
gonna
if
be
Roman fights The Fiend, is even though, like, character-wise, you know, The Fiend is the most heinous villain in
Mm-hmm.
WWE,
And indestructible. Mm-hmm.
you know more people are going to be cheering for The Fiend than Roman Reigns.
Oh, yeah. They know that going in. They'll have to know that going in, but you know how they are. That's
Yeah,
how their story
I know.
most of the
I know.
time. I mean, how
I
long
know.
did it take them to pick up on the Becky thing?
I know. I know.
So, yeah, I mean, it just makes sense. They could go with something different, and hey, if they go a completely different direction, I'm interested to see if it's good, you know.
Yeah.
If it's something ridiculous. Like, I mean,
We're,
I don't
we're-
need
we're-
any Russo style just for the
Bro.
sake of surprising me.
Bro. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
That is.
Hopefully it's fun.
Hopefully it's
a
fun.
good event.
Hopefully they have a few NXT surprises. Hopefully they have some legends
Yeah.
to make us at least have a little fun.
Yeah.
'Cause that's-
you gotta have. That's
You know,
part of the.
that's part of the reason why I hated 2017 so much. Was not only was Randy Orton winning just garbage because Randy Orton's kind of meh, but there was like
Listen,
other than
yeah,
Ty
followed.
Dillinger coming in at 10, no NXT, no legends, no nothing. And before, you know, we hear the WWE defenders going like, oh, so you say you want good young talent, but yet here you are wanting the legends and the we're almost made to have at least one or two, maybe three legends in there
Yeah.
for a, oh, cool, that's neat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which, I mean, no offense, but would you rather see Mojo Rawley be in there for 10 minutes throwing hands with somebody, or would you like to see the Hurricane come out, try to chokeslam somebody, and then get thrown over the top rope?
Would you
I
rather-
mean, personally...
Would you rather see heavy machinery in there, or would you rather see someone like, I don't know, like DDP come back? Well, he probably not DDP anymore, but I'm trying to think of a good legend. Like maybe one more, you know, run for Jake the Snake, or Hacksaw Jim Duggan,
Mm-hmm.
or it's kind of hard to find like legends that can still go nowadays that aren't like still super active anymore. Honestly, if you think about it, or that aren't like solidified. Like I am not
Right.
coming back. I am retired. You know, like
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, you could even throw someone random in there that you never thought you'd see again, like Tajiri or something.
Yeah.
Just, now, granted, I think that Cruiserweight Classic was his last run with WWE, but still.
I did see him
you
at the
know.
WrestleCon Super Show.
Did you?
Yeah, he was there. You know, I'd like to see, even though he did just have the best retirement ceremony, have Liger come out for one more match. But I think
Yeah.
he's done. He's
I
done.
mean, yeah, he's not gonna sully that like so many others have,
Mm-hmm.
including Undertaker.
Shawn Michaels. So yeah, but still, I want
Wish
that.
Shawn
Rock and Roll
Michaels
Express.
happened on
Yeah,
a
I'd
show
love to
that,
see
like,
Rock and Roll
everybody
Express in there. I'd love to see.
Oh, that'd be amazing. We need a Canadian Destroyer. Just
Canadian Destroyer
'cause,
from.
you know.
D'Lo Brown,
Yeah, sure.
Ron Simmons.
You could have Ron Simmons come out just to tell people, damn.
Damn, he gets eliminated. There we go. IRS.
Yeah, yeah. That'd be fun just because knowing that his son's the,
Yeah.
Universal Champion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
IRS would be fun. Barry Windham.
Really screw if people bring back Ted DiBiase Jr. and make weird Cody references the whole time. Just to be petty.
Yeah.
Why not?
Um,
It might amuse me.
they got all the, here's one that would make me jump out of my chair, but a lot of people wouldn't get.
Okay.
Johnny Saint. Johnny Saint is a British wrestling legend. He's like the GM of NXT UK. Did a lot of the old school, like, very, very niche, like, type wrestling. Like, very, very, like, think Zack Sabre Jr., Mike Quackenbush type of stuff. Only Mike Quackenbush holds, not the lucha stuff.
Right.
But since he's under contract, that would be cool to see. Then going to the Performance Center, guys. Billy Kidman, Steve Carino, guys like that.
Here's what I want to see. It'll never happen, but going off of that, freaking Sarah Amato should be in the women's.
I said
Royal
that the
Rumble.
first time that they had one. Yeah.
I mean, it's never too late. She's still there.
So I was like, Road Dogg fine. It won't be Billy Gunn anymore, but X-Pac.
Yeah.
X-Pac. Or, once switch it up, let him be the 1, 2, 3 kid.
Yeah. Mayor Kane could always make an appearance.
Well, Kane.
That wouldn't be as fun just because he does make
I could
appearances,
honestly see Kane. He's won one more WrestleMania match. I could see it either being. I could see it being one more match with Taker just to kind of.
Yeah.
If somebody's going to end Kane, it needs to be Taker, even though
Yeah.
that match is probably going to be just awful. Or it could be his BFF, Daniel Bryan.
That's true. That's true.
I think Daniel Bryan would be honored to have Kane, because of real life stuff, be honored to have Kane's last match.
Hey, I'm down. I'm
down for that.
I'm more down for that than I am Kane and Undertaker, honestly.
3 WrestleManias.
Uh,
All right, it's finally
So,
time
there we
to
go.
put a bow on this
Yeah.
episode. So one more time to reiterate this, we're doing a giveaway. You have to enter on either my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram. There will be a post with the card. You have to either reply, tweet at that post, or reply to the picture with your predictions for the entire card on all title matches.
Yeah, not on this video, not the comments on
Not on this
YouTube.
video, and
The
not
other
in a
social
direct
medias.
message.
The other social medias.
Other social media. You have to put it on the other social media.
One of them.
Predictions for the whole card. Whether or not you think in the title matches, you gotta pick whether or not the result will have a new champion, and the grand prize. It's a huge prize pack, including things from Marty Skrull autographs to old wrestling figures to Pro Wrestling Tees T-shirts. So yeah, get them entered. You will have until 5 minutes before the Royal Rumble pay-per-view begins to submit your entry. So you cannot do it as soon as the pay-per-view starts. You have until 5 minutes. But when does the pay-per-view start? I want to say it's
Probably 6.
I want to say 6 Central.
Probably. Let me look.
This is the fun part of the episode, just looking for stuff.
Yeah,
Stone Cold enters and throws Roman out and wins. I'd love to see one more Stone Cold match. Or you know what everybody's probably going to speculate now? Edge. There's all that speculation on Edge being a surprise return. I do not want him to come back because I want him to be able to play with his children.
Google says it starts at 5 Central.
5 Central?
That's what Google
Okay,
says.
so you have, and it starts at 5 Central, you have until 5:55 Eastern,
4:50. Yeah.
4:55 Central.
Mhm.
What was that, 3:55 Pacific? 2:55, whatever.
The kickoff show starts at.
Okay.
Okay.
So it all begins at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So you have until 6:55 Eastern time to get your entries in on social media. I hope not Edge. I want Edge to
sounds
not be
So
paralyzed.
the actual event's 4 hours, which is what I figured. Yeah.
All right, and get them in. Get them on social media. The post is going up right after this.
Yeah, it's gonna be long. Yeah, you're not wrong. We got to sit through a.
That's what everybody's going to predict to CM Punk.
Yeah. We got to sit through a Roman Reigns and Corbin match, so yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a long show.
Yeah. Get them in. The posts are going up. I'm going to have to make individual posts, so I'll take a few minutes, but it'll be up right after this episode. Get your predictions in.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we'll just go into the show. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share, subscribe for more content. Not just from the world of pro wrestling, but from world comic book movies like we talked on here. Anime, gaming, and all things geek culture. Go like, follow my social media pages so you can enter the contest.
Exactly.
Twitter at athletic_geek89. Facebook at Athletic Geek 89. Instagram Athletic Geek 89. Go on all those. Jedi no social media because he's
Yeah. What do you
got
want?
kids.
What do you want me to post about?
I ain't got time for that shit. But if you have a message for him, just hit up for me. But for Jason Kruger, I'm the Athletic Geek. We're just two marks. We're out. Have a good one.